You're going to hear it in their voice. Maybe there'll be a crack in their tone, a hesitation in their words. But what you're going to hear is an individual who just realized, or finally realized, that they lost the best thing that had ever happened to them. Welcome back to Prophetic Diary. My name is Tiny. If you're not already a faithful subscriber to this channel, go ahead and click on the subscribe button and become a channel member. That's where we host our coffee and revelations. God has given us so many amazing services here for people like yourself that are trying to build that brand, trying to get that business off the ground, that idea that you've had for years. It's time to write the vision and make it plain on earth as it is in heaven. Signed up for that brand coaching call. We also have our life coaching calls. This is confidence coaching, just coming out of a relationship, going through a relationship breakup, or just, stuck in a rut and need some clarity. Sign up for that one-on-one encouraging coaching call with myself. I promise you, your life will be changed. No fluff, pure results, real results. So sign up for that. We have tonight, oh my goodness, our PJs and Purpose. It's not too late to sign up. This is where we're going to pivot how you should handle the rest of this year in your life. Sign up for that PD Society Circle this Sunday. It's going to be talking about the flesh. The Lord wants to pour out his spirit, but is there a little self-righteousness in there? It's a manipulation, some things that you've picked up along the way, or you or your spouse. Let's talk about the flesh. How is it affecting, hindering, or delaying you? We must know these things before we go into the second half of this month. Also, our EXP Masterclass. Check out the digital products. All of this information is on keywinassist.com. Just sign up to get the email. The Lord says you're going to hear it in their voice. There might be like a hesitation and a tone. He thought that his ego was enough, or maybe she thought her ego was enough to keep you around. But what they didn't realize was that you were learning to love the woman in the mirror. You were learning to love yourself more than the man or the woman. They thought that they were your all in being all. They thought that the place that they left you in, the space that they left you in, was where you would stay forever. But now they're humbled. God gave me multiple dreams, and I talked about them in the coffee and revelations today. Multiple dreams about Jezebels being humbled. People that have had this pride and this self-righteousness and this arrogance and this ego, where they kind of were just handling God and you the way that they wanted to, fitting it into their life the way they wanted to. Now they're haunted. Now you hold the power. Somebody say down in the description box, I hold the power. Why? What is the change? Where did the change come from? Your silence, your absence. He thought that you would keep shrinking for his comfort. Them taking your loyalty as weakness. Them playing games. The whole time they were playing games and playing themselves, you were leveling up. You chose peace over the potential, over he has potential. I see it in him. He'll get better. No, you just chose your peace because you realized you couldn't fall in love with potential anymore. You chose healing instead of hopping around. You chose healing instead of letting him drag you through the mud. Somebody say, I chose healing. You chose you, and everything in your life changed, and they seen it. And they see it, like in my video, I said my Daily Bread video yesterday. I said, now they see. He's rehearsing the words that he said to you. They're reading through the text messages over and over and again, trying to figure out like, okay, I could have did that differently. He should have said those things when they mattered. They should have said those things when they mattered. But now they're wrestling with the weight. They're wrestling with the lost. They're sitting with echoes. They hear your voice. What Brian McKnight say? Hear your footsteps down the hall. They can hear your footsteps. Let them sit with it. Because you chose you, so it's time for them to choose you. You, who you truly are. Not the version of yourself that they thought will always be around. You're going to hear it in their voice. They're going to call, they're going to text, something is going to happen. You're going to hear that they have been humbled in their voice because they have finally chose God's way. They have finally realized that they are not the God over their life. They have finally realized the God who is over your life. And they have finally realized that Jezebel, like we talked about in our July word, Jezzy, the manipulation, it's over. It's done. The control, the mind games, the back and forth, the gaslighting, it is over. it's done. So, hope that this word has blessed you. If you feel led to sow into it, put a hashtag humbled. You're going to know, sis. You're going to know the game is over. The game changed. The power is in your hands. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.